Welcome, Libras. Thank you for tuning into your reading for September. And happy early birthday, of course, to my September Libras out there. I hope you guys are doing well. We have a lot to talk about, okay? First and foremost, we have Mercury going retrograde in your sign. So that is something, to think about. Okay, we also have your new moon coming up at the end of September on the 25th, and so you have a lot of first house energy going on. And of course on the 23rd, the 23rd, Mercury, okay, Mercury shadow, we have your season beginning. Like it's the start of your season, so a lot of first house energy. Okay, and you have some sixth house energy as well with the full moon in Pisces. So it really is taking a closer look at your day-to-day, like your day-to-day either routines, your day-to-day self-care, your day-to-day check-ins, your day-to-day goals and commitments, and how many people are actually ringing your phone. I don't know many signs that get more like people like either text them or call them or FaceTime them to like ask either for their help, their opinion, want to share a situation, want to share. It's just like a lot of people just always call the Libras, like a lot of Libras that I know, they're either they just got off the phone or they just got on the phone. And Libra, it's time to sort of take a moment and just see what choices, okay, and what changes could be made where things are more into balance, where you are feeling not only loved and appreciated by your surrounding and by people or by whatever, but also by yourself, and yeah, it's some self-love, self-care time. That's what I'm sensing. You would thrive and benefit a lot from that in the month of September. It's not necessarily only like doing things for yourself, but you have the Empress coming up as well. It's not only about that. It's just about when you take yourself and your own needs and your own wants into consideration by first and foremost really like tuning in, like, hey, all right, end of summer, beginning of spring, are there certain things that I may need to do that I would, that I wanted to do actually this summer, but I didn't even got around to do this or that. Like maybe, in September, create some space to really, nourish yourself. And yes, of course, your door is open and it will stay open, but you don't need to be knocking on other people's door asking them, do you need help? Do you need what? Do you want? It's just like, if you stay open, but definitely stay in your own energy, stay in your own environment this month, because you spending time with you and you investing time and energy into either how you're feeling, or maybe you want to start doing try out some exercisement, or you wanted to kind of already change your you wanted to clear out your closet, like maybe your closet, and you want to add a couple new items for spring. Oh, sorry. Not spring. Well, for some of you, spring, obviously, on the other side of the world. But maybe some fall season or some new, you want to buy a new winter jacket or something, like just to, to spend time with that, like do some research on that. Maybe you wanted to change your hair color before your birthday comes along, and you just want to do some research. You just want to find like that best hairdresser that you kind of wanted to go to already for a long time. You've been putting it off, and now you really are here making the commitment of calling and like scheduling it in. It's just little things here and there that you could actually do for yourself. You will greatly benefit from it, because your energy is just, I don't know. There's just something about your energy and your frequency that is leveling up, and it definitely, you get extra points for nourishing and checking in with yourself. This doesn't have to be only on the physical appearance, Libra. It doesn't have to be of like how things make you feel and look on the outside. It's also like your internal, like, how is your heart doing? How is your soul doing? Have you been rushing through certain things you used to really take your time for? Have you been maybe, wanting to start picking up journaling, or I don't know, in any way, shape, or form, cooking those dishes, really just treating yourself like your best friend, or treating yourself like your spouse, this, how you would like take care of someone else. Take care of yourself in that way this month, and make decisions that are benefiting you just as much might as the other people, because obviously you're still taking out in consideration. That should come natural to you, and there's nothing wrong with that, but as long as it's not coming from a self-sacrificing way, like that person kind of wants to go here, but you really, really wanted to go to that other spot, and that person, kind of like, I also would like to go to the spot, but why don't we go here? Because this is new, and this is what I want to try. It's like, yeah, okay, we can do that next time, but if we both don't bother going to this spot, and I kind of really, really want to go there, just make them go with you, okay? Anyways, let's move forward. You are starting to reap the rewards and see some of those. Some of you have actually already started to nurture your own garden, and I sense that you will definitely reap the benefits from that. You're taking some time this month to really go over, like, especially my Sun Libras, like, you really go over like certain goals you've set for this year, and to see like how far you've come, and maybe you want to set some new goals for like this next year, because your new year is starting, obviously. With the 7 of Cups here is that you have multiple things and multiple options to do, to go to. Some of you are really like hesitating, like, what do I want to do for my birthday? Do I want to stay home? Do I want to go somewhere? It's just going over the options. If you feel a little bit like a lot of things are just spiraling out of control, or you're getting a little overwhelmed, center yourself. Alright, if anything is forcing you to make a decision right here, right now, is not the right thing for you. Especially when Mercury is retrograde in your own sign. Yeah, it should be offered in a, open energy. So if something comes to you, it's like, listen, think about it. I'm going here next week. If you want to join. If you don't have time, it's totally fine. But just so you know, like, just let me know when you know. Okay, it's like offered in an open invitation, and there will not be hard feelings if you say, listen, I want to go, but I kind of, I wanted to do this on Tuesday, so it's a no for me this time, but thank you for your invite, and everybody's just kumbaya about it. That's an energy, that's an energy that it's extended. So I'm sensing as well is that you might have had a period where you were just trying things out. Now I'm sensing you really are finding something that really is close to your heart, and you taking that cup, and you're like, okay, goodbye other 6 cups. I got my cup. I know what I want, and I'm going for it. And that's, it's a beginning of a new cycle and the ending of an old. So if you have been dating, you kind of been feeling like red flag, and next, thank you, next. I'm sensing now you're coming into a space where you're like, okay, I now know what I don't want, and I do know why I don't want it and what I deserve. And then, you are actually moving into a new phase when it comes to that. But I don't want to focus too much on the dating thing. Here we have the Page of Pentacles with the 5 of Swords, with the Ace of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so in the moment where you start to allow things to just come as they're supposed to, instead of what you expect from them, or what you put maybe expectations on things, allow things to surprise you this month. Okay, have an open mind, and the more your mind is like open and your heart is open, the more you are able to really have long-lasting either financial resources coming in for you, or connections, relationships, business opportunities. It's like it's coming towards you when you are open with your energy. Don't limit your options. I'm really sensing like the 5 of Swords energy is like your mind. It's like, if I can't come up in it with my mind, it's not possible. That's not really necessarily the way it works. If you are a Virgo Libra cusp, I really recommend to watch the Virgo reading as well, Beautiful. Okay, 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups and the Fool. Ooh, Libra. I love this energy for you guys, okay? Because you're breaking through some cycles and you're like, nope, I'm not doing this again. I'm not playing them mind games with myself. I'm not allowing anyone to play those mind games with me. If you want to fight, fine, but fight someone else to fight this battle with you, because I'm not it. You're cutting out the bullshit. You are definitely done with some cycles that maybe someone have tried to, like, you know, continue with you. It was a miscommunication. Somebody may even told some lies upon you. But you are definitely cutting through the chase. And look at what door is opening for you when you do use that Ace of Swords. Wow. For some of you, it really is by setting yourself free. By a literal sense, like you are either moving forward, breaking up, stopping, you know, quitting one job and going to a new pathway when it comes to your finance. It's different for all of you because I'm reading general energy, but what is definitely very enlightening, really on the forefront, of your reading is like, it's new, it's different, it's out of the box, but it's definitely something that has great potential. Wow, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You're so ready. You just don't want to feel this way, because they're gonna explain it to us. You have the 5 Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles, with the Queen of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Death. So what I'm sensing with this is that you will be able to offer and extend people some higher level of, like, a commitment to helping people from a different point of view, like from a different stage yourself. You are living and going through situations in order to heal and grow and learn from them, in order to then share, you know, and add it to what you do naturally, and that's just, you know, be there for people in general. But I am sensing that someone who was like hot and cold with you, like either really came forward as this, you know, free giving person, and then it would just snatch everything away and make you feel either like really left out in the cold. They got you like comfortable in a position, and then they would take it away and it would extend it back to you, and other people would look at it thinking like, oh, they're so loving, like they give you all of this and that, but behind the scenes they always give you the opposite of what they're giving, just as hard. So I am sensing that the community around you that used to maybe enable you to really express yourself about it, because out in the open that person looked so amazing or so exciting, I am definitely sensing that an ending comes to that. Like, people are definitely also picking up on their true colors, and with that, you putting things to an end. So transformation happens in that situation. People are now actually starting to pick up on what you've been trying to point out, but didn't really want to, because you knew you wouldn't get the response that you know, deserved in that. So you just let everything a little bit in the middle, but it's like you're so over it. And the abuse, or maybe not the abuse, but like the extent of the manipulation behind the scenes is now out in the open, and so you can sort of put it to rest, because you really are definitely cutting something. Because it's like, it just got to such an extent where you're just like, okay, now you're like literally everywhere, or now the situation is sort of affecting all areas of my life, and I don't want this. It was bad enough for me to feel affected by it, but now like either your child or you know, family members or other colleagues and work and things are getting affected by it. Like, you know what, no, I'm not, no, I don't want this anymore. And it's out in the open and up and away. So maybe a situation that's been lingering for not even like months, or, you know, something even like years, is just, you have another insight, you're coming from a different energy, and with that You're putting yourself back in a powerful position because you have the Queen of Wands here with the Empress. They don't really show up if you're not ready to really, you know, claim your own energy back and claim your own space and respect your own space. And with that, set those boundaries and feel good about setting those boundaries and moving yourself up to a new level, because you feel like, listen, I've been through this, I've been through that, I've learned, yes, I've grown, and maybe I've made some mistakes along the way. That's okay. I won't judge myself for that. So anyone judging me, it doesn't even affect me because I'm not even judging myself. So I can let go, I can move forward, I can learn from this. And so someone else with a way shorter insight than what it actually is won't affect my journey like this anymore. Woo, powerful reading, Libra. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, let's pick up Keepers of the Light. Just so you know, guys, my readings are probably going to be a little bit more in depth because I'm having a lot of 12th house energy. So I'm just allowing myself to channel and channel. So if I'm going way too quickly, like, you can probably put the reading where I talk like this, like on a 1.75. I'm sorry. Okay, let's move forward. All right, here. Inner strength, that's where your power comes from. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Wow. With the fire. Recognize that you hold the power, Libra. You hold the power. Beautiful. Move back to wholeness. Beautiful. All right. Have a beautiful month of September. Happy early birthday once again. I'll be back hopefully before your season starts. That is the planning, but you never know these days, okay? I'm just saying, life happens. Okay, I love you. Bye, Libra. Bye.